better find my way out of here. Um... Well, I need to find my way out of here. Am I... No way, I don't know how to get out. Idea. 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 Sorry, I need to move my thing a bit closer. Idea. Hold on. Quests. Dawn Guard. Okay, here we go. We're about to get out of here. Okay, let's do this. Oh, that would have been helpful to know earlier. Well, not earlier this stream, just earlier last time I was playing this. What madness is this where I can't jump over? Okay, let's go. You run faster like this. Okay. Today has been a bit of a day. We're gonna say that. I'm not complaining. I don't want to complain. I don't want to complain. I'm not gonna say anything complainy of this. Complaining of this. Alright, up today. Nothing too complaining. No, I would say complacency, but that's a completely different word. We all know that. Imagine Okay, so I'm guessing. How the fuck do I get out of here? What? I'm an idiot. No! There's another lever there. No, let me back up. There we go. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way over to here and this way. We have to go all the way to the Dawn Guard, which is... Oh, it's that way. Okay. It's a good thing we have fast travel. And do I have anything on me of which I can need to sell or get more food, anything? Is this like an inn or is this just a house? Um... Yes, Yes, it is. That time I actually meant to say it like that. Can I pickpocket you? Shush! I'm trying to pickpocket this man over here. I'm trying to commit crime. Crime! It doesn't work. I'm too easy to be seen. Maybe you I can commit crime on.
To purchase. I have none to sell. You should head into Riften instead.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're near Riften, right? Yeah, Riften's like Riften's over here. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to find Okay, that's empty. Okay, I need to find a road.
What does the Dragonborn do once he's been summoned by the Greybeards?
Oh, you see.
What? Like any
Oh,
skill?
wait. Am I? Well, you see, what I do is I just go there. I might need a makeover. Maybe. Maybe Potter. Maybe. No, I don't want my don't want the makeover to be of Severus Snape. I want to be very clear on that. I'm gonna be very honest. Earlier I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing so much in here. Now I'm just like, I should have streamed earlier today. Mostly because I'm over here like, I really need to stop waiting until I'm doing things at night. Because almost every time I do stuff at night, oh, it's just a fox. Every time I'm doing stuff at night, I just don't want to stream anymore. I want to stream. I start off wanting to stream, but then I'm like, well, I don't really need to. I don't want to. Use every single... John Wick would like to have a word with me. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Is that fox dead or whatever? Okay, so it looks like we're going this way. And we're heading to Dungard. Great, I can learn how to kill vampires. There we go. That works. Right here. There's a certain character in this. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't really care much for streaming like after a certain amount of time. Friends.
Troubles. I'll fight these entire legion myself. Dare show their faces.
One night, some say that Thalmor grabbed him. It wasn't long before I found myself under Ulfric's banner.
Okay, cool. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Is there any cabbages in here? Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, every time I'm doing this at night, I'm not with like other people. Every time I'm doing this at night, I'm not with other people. I just don't feel like streaming when I'm not with other people. And I don't know why. Oh, I think I killed this guy as well. Well, I guess I'm taking that as well. How am I doing on things? Ooh, yeah, actually we're still good. Okay. Wait, can you guys see how much gold I have? Nope, you guys just see the weight. Well, that's fine. No. I just need to get to this place and then we'll get in. Do I still own the dark stone? Do I still own like the dark soul stone? Because if so, I'm gonna need... Yeah, black soul gem. Good. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that. Because I know for a fact that I'm gonna be turned into a vampire on my way there. I hate that. I hate being turned into a vampire. So I remember, like, I've even talked about this before on stream, that hold on. Like the amethyst, take that. Sure. I'm gonna leave you with dignity. You're free to go. But, anyway, as I was saying, remember as a kid, I would be like, oh wow, vampires are so cool, they're amazing, right? And then but then I started playing this game and I'm like, no, no. Cannot go this way. What? Then where am I supposed to go? Where is the thing? I know it's like off this way, but what? But then I don't really care. I don't really like vampires that much in this game. Or at least they're alright. It's just, I personally don't want to be one. I remember, once back to the kid thing, I was like, oh yeah, it would be so awesome to be a vampire. It would be so amazing. And then I learned more about vampires, and I was like, oh, never mind. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? I should not be cursing. I should not be cursing. But where am I supposed to be going? Okay, it says right over here. What? Fuss? Oh. Oh, okay, here we go. Also, I finally watched the David movie today, and I loved it. I loved it. It was good. Of course, they left out a whole lot of stuff from the actual story because, well, it's supposed to be kid friendly, and a lot of stuff in the story has to do with murder. Like, for example, David becomes king only after Saul dies, and the way how they portrayed that in the movie was by he died in battle. In the actual original history, he dies by his own blade. He kills himself. He kills himself.
You here to join on guard too? Truth is, let's see. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you.
Ah, no, go ahead.
Tell Isra was afraid to meet one like myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, go ahead. But other than that, I loved it. Cause like half of them, like the songs that he was singing, I was like, huh, why did it sound so familiar? Wait a minute.
Sign you right up. Sure, it'll take me.
But I was like, what? Oh, wow, these songs sounds.
Fort Dawn Guard.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna kill that guy if he talks again. But anyway, I may not kill him, but still, well, I'm just annoyed. But I'm listening to him. It's like, oh wow.
This place looks almost deserted.
Do you want to die, sir? But I'm listening to him like, wow, these songs sound so familiar. Wait a minute, and it's the Psalms of David. And I was like, wait, why did it wait? And I was like, wait, hold on, no, that's straight up the Psalms of David, like from the Book of Psalms. Of course, it's not all of the Psalms. Don't get me wrong. There's 150 different Psalms in the Book of Psalms. All right. There's 150 chapters in the Book of Psalms, so obviously they're not going to sing all of them, but still.
Isran will decide. The only thing more surprising Go on inside.
Also, I want to be completely honest. I don't know if you guys can actually hear the game as well. I can barely hear it. Hold on. There we go.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isra, Carset is dead. The Hall and the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want? Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order. I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. It held some vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isra. Was at the hall. Was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were up to. Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be dead. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to look at
I'll... It's the least I can do to follow commands.
Anyway, time to go over and get this stuff. Anyway, as I was saying, there is a character that I'm about to meet here that honestly, I really do not care much for. I do not like her. I don't care. I don't hate her. I just don't care much. I mean, I'm gonna leave you with your dignity. You take that. I'm gonna leave you with your dignity. There's a third guy here. Ah. I'm gonna leave you with your dignity. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Alright. Wait, isn't this like the place where, like, you can go and get some good stuff, but then you just get ambushed? Hello. I'm gonna leave you with your dignity. I'm gonna be very rested. I'm gonna be so rested. Yeah, my body won't even know what hit it. I'm gonna be so rested. My body will have healed up as much as it can heal, and it won't have any idea what hit it. I will feel so refreshed that I can take on whatever dragon comes my way, except for Alduin. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Not yet. The entire reason I'm doing all of these first is because I want to do that thing that, like, you often see memes about, where it's like when you go against the first boss, but you did all the side quests first. I'm only doing this because, like, if I don't do this, it is gonna be near impossible for me to do this. It's gonna be almost impossible for me to do this. So most likely what we're gonna do is just this one quest. I don't even think we're going to do the entire thing. But we're most likely just going to, says that there's a camp near here.
Having a field?
Huh. Okay.
Fight or die well.
What other can I make? What? Okay. We're working on all this. Restore health. Actually, I am in need of that. Thank you. Okay. The amount of restore health that I have been needing has been a lot. Okay, can't really make anything, but let's go up because mountains, what are those? Here we go. Sometimes when you pray to God and you ask for something, it's not always going to happen immediately. You're not always going to get what you want immediately. And most of the time, you're not going to get what you want, but you are going to get what you do need. And oftentimes, you're going to ask for something, and it's going to be like, okay, yeah, sure, you're going to get it. However, the thing that you asked for is now ready for you. God's just now trying to get you ready for it. So you're not always going to get what you want immediately. Mostly you're going to get what you need. And even then, still not immediate. You're not always going to get it immediately. My vision just went all fucky for a second. You're not going to get what you want immediately. You're not even going to get what you need immediately. God is preparing it for you, and the thing is, most of the time he's not even preparing it for you. He's already got it prepared for you. He's just preparing you for it. Think of one of the best examples that I have been told was, think of like if you have a child and they're like 6 years old and they want to drive your car and they want a car. You're not going to give it to them, and not because you hate them. No, because they're not ready yet. They're not ready for the car yet. They're not ready for the car yet. It's not because you don't love them. It's because they're just not ready yet. They're 6 years old. They can't even most likely, unless most likely they won't even be able to reach the pedals of the gas and brake pedals. All right? Most likely they won't be able to reach it. So, and they don't know how to drive yet. So what do? You teach them. You teach them. You make them wait. You teach them, and you make them wait. And in that waiting period, they are learning how to drive a car. And then one day they are then 16. They are finally old enough to have a learner's permit. 15. And then they turn 16 as they get their driver's license. Now they can start having now they can have a car. Now they can have a car. Because now that they have learned how to do it, now that they have been prepared for that car, they can now have their own car, like they always wanted. Now, think about that. They wanted it when they were 6. They asked you, as the parent, when they were 6 years old. But they didn't get their car until they were... Hold on. They didn't get their car until they were... What's it called? Until they were 16. So an entire 10 years in between. They asked for it. They went and asked you, the parent, for the car. And they didn't get it until they were 16. Entire 10 years in between. I am going to go all the way to Riverwood. But that's something a lot of people don't really think about, is that in the same way, that's how God will work with you. Is that you'll ask for it, and a lot of times God's gonna be like, okay, well, you're gonna have to wait then. You are going to have to wait because you are not ready yet. You're not ready yet. It's ready for you. I just need you to get ready for it. I need you to learn this. All right? I need you to learn how to work with this. All right? All right? They want you to learn how to work with it, okay? So, that's a lot of times of how how your prayers are going to work. You're going to be like, "Okay, yeah. I want where? Um you'll ask for something and he will wait and he will be like, "Okay, yeah, sure. Let me just get you to this point." And we'll be able to, and you just need to just learn some stuff, and after that you'll be ready for it. Do I have any miscellaneous? No. Okay. So you'll ask for something, but then you're gonna have to wait before you can even get it again. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait until you get it.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
So don't be discouraged when, or don't immediately give up when you ask for something from God and you don't immediately get an answer from him. All right? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some stuff from you actually. Lockpick. But that's the thing. Just learn patience because because you're not always gonna hold on. I gotta obliterate this twink. Okay. So you'll ask God, please help me with this. Please, I really need help with this. And God's gonna be like, okay, yes, I'm gonna give it's like you ask God, hey God, I want this, and God's gonna be like, okay, yeah, sure, you can have it. Here you go. But it's not. But you're not. And he's gonna be like, okay, here you go.
Until next time.
But he's gonna be like, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, fine. Have it. But you're not gonna get it for like another like maybe 10 years or quite some time. Storm magic. Yeah. I need. That's good. Resist fire. So just don't immediately give up the moment like you ask for something and then it doesn't come up. If you were to go and ask one of your friends, hey, can you do this for me? And they're like, and they don't get back to you for quite some time, are you gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just not gonna ask them again? No, you're gonna get back to them at another time, or you're just gonna wait for them. You're gonna wait for a response, right? In the same way, do the same thing with God. When you ask him for something, wait for a response. All right. Okay, I gotta get over to Whiterun so I can go and buy some that good stuff.
Sick? Yes. Need something?
Okay. Anyway,
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice. If you find
okay. But in the same way, don't just immediately be like, God, I need this, and then okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna get anything from this.
well met.
Yes.
If by work, you mean testing your steel in a bloody battle. You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
But just
Let me know if you see anything.
let God do let God be God, okay? That sort of thing. Just let God be God. Ask him for the good stuff. He will give you the good stuff. I'm actually gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm actually gonna take that as well. Food. Miscellaneous. I'm gonna need to take some. I'm gonna need to steal some lock picks if you have it. Thank you. All right. I don't think I have anything here that would warrant a hey. You know, let's get rid of that. Okay. That's gonna be it. So, yeah, just learn to trust God. Learn to trust Him. Alright, let's go. Let's head out. Let's head all the way over to... What was it again? It's all the way over here. Good thing I came all the way over here because I knew I was gonna need all that. So just trust God, let God be God. All right.
Vigilant. Give up. Taught them enough of the lesson of their hall.
And fuck are you? No. Hold on, I want to see this. Lockpick. Sure, why not? I'll take that. My vision just went all fucky for a second. Take that. Okay, so... Anyway, let's continue on our way. So yeah, just trust God. Let God be God. Where do I go? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Am I the infamous Cotton Eye Joey? But yeah. You may think that you're going through like a dark time right now, and maybe you are. But a lot of times, whenever that happens, a lot of times people will think that there's no reason, that there's nothing that they did to deserve this deserve what they're going through. But maybe the reason why they're going through it isn't because they asked for it. Okay, hold on, am I dumb? There's gotta be like a, something around here, right? Oh, here we go. This is where I just came from. I apologize for my actions. But maybe the reason isn't because, like, yeah, maybe you didn't ask for this. Maybe you didn't and you just want to just live a nice, peaceful life. But maybe the reason why you're going through all of this is because God knows that you can handle it. And it's because he's looking at you and says, no, they can definitely handle this. And they're looking at someone else in the world and seeing that they cannot handle the same thing you're going through, but they are also about to go through the same thing. And they want you to go through it because you can handle it. So that way, when that person who cannot handle it goes through it, you can help them. You know, there was a story in a movie at one point. I don't know if it was a movie or a TV show, but the story is a man falls. It's kind of similar to what's called to the parable of the Good Samaritan. Anyway, it's kind of similar to the Good Samaritan, but here's the story. All right. Now, keep in mind, I did not come up with the story, but it does. But it actually does help. Help with my argument. There was a man who fell into a hole at one point, and the walls were too tall and too steep for him to climb out. And he cries out, saying, "Help! I can't get out." And a priest walks by. And the man yells out, "Help, please, I can't get out. The walls are too steep and too tall for me to climb out." And the priest writes down a prayer on a piece of paper and walks away. Just tosses it in there and walks away. A doctor comes by. Man says the same thing. "Please, you gotta help me. I'm stuck in here." Stuck in here. Hold on. Give me a second. Already we're like this. Already we're going down this route. One moment, please. Okay. And then a doctor walks by. The man cries out, "Please, you gotta help me. I'm stuck in here and I can't get out." The doctor just writes a prescription and writes a prescription on a piece of paper and then throws it in there and just walks away. Politician, same thing, but instead the politician just ignores him when he cries out. Just walks away. But then the man's friend comes by. And the man says, my friend, you must help me. I'm stuck in here and I can't get out." And the friend says, "Okay, yeah, I'll help." And then jumps into the hole with him. Okay, and he jumps into the hole with him. The man says to his friend, "You're an idiot. Now we're both stuck in here. The walls are too steep for either of us to get out. They're too steep and they're too tall for either of us to get out. You're an idiot, because now you're in the hole with me." And the friend says, "Yeah, I know. But I've been in here before, and I know how to get out. And I'm going to help you with that." So maybe the reason why you're going through all of this is because God sees that you can handle it, but sees that someone else is going to fall into that same hole and won't be able to figure out how to get out. And he wants you to go through that same exact trouble before that person does, so that way you can help them when they need it.
Never give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of the lesson of their hall.
So that's the thing. You seem like you are going through all of this thinking that God just hates you, that he just wants you to suffer just for the sake of suffering. But what if the reason that you're going through all of this is because he sees that you can handle it, that not only is it going to help someone else, but it's going to make you stronger. Alright, it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to help that person. It'll help you learn new things, so that way you can help other people. We're just gonna get her, and then we're just gonna get this woman and get her to her dad, and then we're just gonna go and get back to Dawnguard. All right. So yeah, next time you're going through a dark time, don't think, "Oh, I'm doing this. I am going through this alone." Because chances are you're not. You're not going through this alone. And chances are you're not going through this for no reason. I've seen those memes a lot, and I used to agree with them when I was originally looking at them. When it was like, "Please stop giving me your toughest battles." You ask God that, and he's gonna be like, no, you're getting these battles. Not because he gives his strongest soldiers his toughest battles. You may not think it. You may not think you're a strong soldier, but that's not what God sees. Keep in mind that when God looks at you and decides, "Hey, this is a strong soldier," he's already taken into account every single one of your flaws. He's taken into account your stupidity, any mental disability or disorder you have, anything. He's already taken that into account. He's already been like, yep. He's already looked at it and been like, yep. And then looked at that and it's like, yep, that. I want that. I want them. They're gonna help. A good example of this is David. When God anointed him as king through the prophet Samuel, David was just a teenager. He was a little boy. He was even described to be small. He was the smallest of his family. What happened? Took down a giant that was like 9 feet tall. Moses had a stutter. And what did God use him to do? He used him to take an entire nation away from the most powerful country at the time. He took his people out of the most and faced the most powerful country at the nation at the time. He used him to speak and learn and learn how to figure out everything. He gave him wisdom. God knows your flaws. Alright? He knows your flaws. He knows everything that makes you weak. He knows everything that makes you weak. He's seen everything that makes you weak. He's seen everything that makes you weak, alright? He knows what type of person you are. Alright? He knows what your strengths and your weaknesses are. He knows what you can and cannot do. What you are capable of doing and what you're not capable of doing, alright? He knows all of this. He's seen what's in your heart. Alright? He knows the type of person you are. He knows what you are capable of. He knows what you can become, alright? He knows what you can become. He knows everything that you are able to do. So don't ever think for a second that God does not know you. He created you. He knows everything about you. He's seen the worst parts and the best parts of you. Alright? It's a good thing I have 68 of these left. Is this one of those ones where it's gonna be like very like like I found it. I found it. Okay. I'm gonna focus on this. Okay. There we go. You probably think, oh, well, God probably doesn't love me. He probably doesn't want me here. You hear the phrase, God loves you, and you think, oh, yeah, well, I've heard that all my life. But have you ever really truly thought of what that meant? He doesn't just love you. He loves each and every one of us. He doesn't just love everyone. He loves each and every one of us. He doesn't just love each and every one of us. He so loves each and every one of us. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he sent his one and only Son down so that anybody that would believe in him would not perish but earn eternal life. Alright? You're not worthless. You're not forgotten. God remembers you. God knows where you are, who you are, what type of person you are. Right. You didn't have to exist. You are not a crucial point in history. But God looked at all of history and decided, looked at all eternity and looked at all of history and decided, no, I want them here. Because this generation has something that this person's soul is able to give. You can be put at any point in history, any era, any day, any second, any year, any week, any month, any point in history, but you were put here because God saw the entire world and said, I want this universe with this person, because this generation needs something that this person's soul has and that they can offer. hold on. Let me just Okay, 54 minutes in. We're just gonna get her to wherever we need to go. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna allow them to fight to the death, and whichever one dies first. Okay. There we go. So yeah, you just remember, you matter. You matter in the eyes of God. Alright? God wants you here. He didn't... If he didn't want you here...
Tell you anything, vampire. Stand up. Stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you. And I don't think you even know what you found. So go and meet your beloved still now. Here you are.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we are just gonna finish up this just get to her, and then we're gonna be done, okay? Because it's currently
I'll
5:58.
never tell you anything, vampire. I oath to stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you. And I...
Fine. pick me here. Hold on. What does a scroll do? Okay. Okay, well, actually, you know, this is gonna be a good place to end this. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go to sleep now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Before I end this, I want to state I'm not depressed. I'm not like regretting streaming. I just need to start streaming more during the day. I'll see you guys later.